back at it. Whenever you see this come across your feed, just stop in and say hello, and if there's anything that you want me to talk about. Until that time, I am just going to get my walk on. It actually got really nice out, so I could have gone for a regular walk, but this just seems easier for right now. Oh hey, how's it going? Just starting my afternoon walk. Are you having a good day so far? Albany's so far from us, it's like, I'm gonna say a minimum of 6 hours, but I actually think that it's longer than that. So it's really tough. We would have to plan like a day off, and it makes it complicated because we have to take days off for our events. So it becomes a little bit hectic. Oh my god, it's gonna be axe throwing and body paint? That's very fun. I've always wanted to do both of those. As a matter of fact, maybe I should put body painting on the summer agenda. I wish everything wasn't so far. She did do a good job, didn't she? And this is still from when she washed it, so it is, you know, kind of getting a little bit close time to wash time, but I love it. She thought it was a really great idea to put in, you know, just some body here to make it shape my face, she says. So, yeah, I really love it. And then she cut away all the dead ends. When we were together the last time, I was like, oh no, don't worry about cutting it. It's really, you know, not that bad. But then it got really bad. So I have to just make sure she always does like a little trim, but so good. General vicinity is Long Island. So it is a drive. It is a drive. Well, thank you. I appreciate your kindness. So I did already hit my 10,000 steps. Well, I hit 10,000 steps like a few seconds into me getting on here. So now everything is just bonus from here. So that means I'm going to get in a good, pretty much 30-minute walk because I do this for 30 minutes. And then later, after I eat, I'll probably jump on and do it again. Because it's really good for you to walk after you eat. So why the fuck not? What's up, Mr. Jimbo? It's almost that time. Counting down the days. Oh, hello, Ray. I feel like I need to. Oops. Okay. Now I can see better. Okay. This way I don't have to lean forward and potentially hurt myself. Oh, hey. Well, welcome to, the afternoon on the walking pad. Motivation for me, motivation for you, motivate everybody. And then after this, I am going to, you know what I think I'm actually going to do? Because it's been on my list for a while, is like decorate my journal. Which just probably sounds so childish, but I don't care. I take stickers and like positive quotes and different things, and I stick them all through my fucking journal. So when I write, it's like this new discovery on every page. So I've been wanting to do that because some of the past pages are slacking. So I think I will do that while watching Housewives of Rhode Island. Because yes, I do watch every single housewife. It is my guilty pleasure. Bravo is like everything I love. It's just so silly. But it also makes me feel better about our lifestyle. Because I'm like, here these motherfuckers are on a grand scale. I mean, what I do is hardly. And I've toned it down so much. A lot. Welcome to the live. Oh, you are allowed to ask me anything that you want. The title of this came from my chat, so there's that. So I thought it was funny. So we're just going to use that, when I do this, which is going to be most likely every single day. Not Saturday and Sunday. Friday, debatable on what's happening. It does get hectic now that we go into the summer, so we'll have to see. But definitely Monday through Thursday, because this shit is important. For those of you that love watching these lives, getting my circles on my watch is really important to me. So I do this so many times a day. I wake up in the morning, I dick around for a bit, and then I definitely walk for a minimum of 20 minutes, depending on how much I dicked around and lost track of time, before I go to work. And then I do 30 minutes on my lunch hour. And then I do this 30 minutes here. And then whatever miscellaneous walking I do through the day gets me pretty close to my 10,000 steps. So then you gotta add on. So at least you're doing more than the bare minimum. Fucking takes a lot of time. So that's why we're doing this. You get to hang out with me, and I get to meet my goals. Boom. And I've missed doing lives. So there's that. Oh, what's going on, Ryan? How are you? I hope you've had a wonderful day. Don't go in there, Thor. Stay over here. Come here, baby. Oh, darling. Slow motherfucker. I don't trust him. What's up, Keith? Welcome to Live Live. I hope that you're having a splendid day. And truthfully, I am... What are you doing, baby? Stay here. Trying to balance out everything that listen, I want to tell you something. So when we go on the road, we don't really bring any snacks anymore, although this time around, I had found this spicy pickle popcorn, like it was pre-popped popcorn flavored. So delicious. So we ate that all up during setup. That was so good. And then, I don't even know, maybe on the way, yeah, it definitely was on the way. We had to stop and get gas. We each got a snack. I don't remember, oh, Spencer got beef jerky, and I got trail mix, because, I don't know, I just wanted sweet and salty, and I didn't want to get a couple snacks, so I just got that. But I ate the whole package in like 24 hours, and you know that whole bag is like 2,000 calories, which is like really insane to me. My God, but not even that. Just eating so much, I gotta let like my belly kind of like resettle out, because then we had a Bestie made cake for Spencer for his birthday, so we had that. I ate a lot of candy at the event. We, why thank you, sir, welcome. We put candy out on the tables for our guests, and this go around we had Airheads, sour Airheads. There was Laffy Taffy. I mean, how can you say no to those two treats? So I ate a lot of fucking sugar this weekend, on top of the whole bag of trail mix. I mean, I don't really care. I'm just telling you, you know, everything that goes on. But I did think that it was important to walk to help my belly kind of like reset from all the sweets, get the digestive system flowing and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yes, Keith. My day is going amazingly well. Work was a huge success. It was pretty nice out. Couldn't complain. Now I'm here doing this, and then I'm kind of going to just like chill, decompress with some Bravo television and my journal, and then do some sort of meal prepping, possibly the supermarket. I'm in my chopped kitchen mode. I don't know if you guys play that game at home, but it's not go to the food store until we use up all this bullshit that's in the house, because like, you know, over time you just accumulate like weird things, or maybe have an intention of making something and then plans change, whatever it may be. So I'm in that phase right now. I'm trying to just figure out weird fucking meals from what we have in the house, so then I could just do a fresh food shop. But Spencer wants yogurt, so maybe I'll go later and get it, or maybe I'll push it out until Shop Kitchen is over. I don't know. We got to see where the night takes us. Really probably would depend on how much I smoke. I don't smoke and drive, so you know, run into some hiccups here. You see what I'm saying? I also want to kind of like make my menu and then create my shopping list around that. Normally I just go to the store and I just buy like all sorts of different things, you know, because like we're very basic. I'm very basic, which probably sucks for Spencer, because, you know, I'll just make chicken seasoned or marinated in something and roast vegetables and eat that for every single meal. You know, varying seasoning on the chicken, but pretty much the same kind of vegetables. Rotated some, you know, maybe one every, might be able to go through 3 variations of vegetables. I don't know if he likes that or not. So that's what I usually buy from the store. But recently I purchased udon noodles because, I don't know, I just wanted to try them. I love them when we go to the restaurant up the block, so I just wanted to see if I could try and make them on my own. Well, I don't really know how you make it, so I think that you need soy sauce and maybe oyster sauce, and I don't even know what the fuck else, some other kinds of ingredients like that. Well, I ran out of soy sauce, so I haven't really been wanting to buy, as we know, Chopped Kitchen episode, so I have udon noodles sitting in there. So once I get through Chopped Kitchen, then if I can't use everything, those ingredients go into the first bits of the menu. You see? So I feel like I'm still on the path of executing, getting everything out of the house, and then starting fresh. You you know? I think today I put it on 3.6. So first day that I did it at 3.0. Yesterday, I don't know if I did it at 3.2 or 3.4. I'm pretty positive we're on 3.6. So I'm certain I'll be able to go at speed 4 and talk. Perfect. Check. Yeah, it is 3.6. And I have my watch on my ankle, doing the calculations. Yesterday, my dad signed on to my live. That made me chuckle. I was so silly. So I do have a few family members on my page. My brother, my sister, my dad, my aunt. You know, it is what it is at this point. I think my lipstick is coming off. It's alright. After I'm done doing this, chances are I'm just going to clean my face. I started this new face regimen that, I wash my face after I get home from work. And then later on at nighttime, I use my little, red light therapy thing, put on some lotion, some eye stuff or whatever. And I think it's been going quite well. Sometimes I do that gasha, however the fuck you say it, massage stuff. All the routines. In my episode of Chopped Kitchen, normally I eat chicken in just all sorts of chopped up vegetables, raw vegetables, just like salad. Well, I didn't want to take the rest of the chicken because I wasn't sure if Spencer wanted it for his lunch, so I was like, oh, I have tuna fish. So I put tuna fish in this batch of just vegetables that was already mixed with a cranberry walnut dressing. So I was like, oh, this is going to be really fucking interesting. I've never really eaten tuna fish without having mayonnaise in it before. To my surprise, it was actually pretty delicious, which I'm thankful for because I had to split the can of tuna fish in two, so I have to eat it again tomorrow. So I'm glad that was a win. And secondly, I'm glad that I know that I could eat tuna fish without having put the mayo in it. So another solid win. Oh, I also want you to know that a lot of the reasons why I think about and look at this stuff is because I'm always I have some sort of neurotic fear of there being something wrong with me. I don't know. It's part of my anxieties. I don't feel that now, but a lot of these quirky things come from making sure that I always pass my blood tests and all that other stuff because I just think about everything in just such a fucking crazy kind of way. So it really has nothing to do with my weight or anything like that. Everything is strictly because of my mental health, which sounds kind of nuts when I say it out loud, but transparency is what it is. So and when I did go to, so I had to get a new primary care doctor. Now I'm 42, I'm gonna be 43 in July. Only 2 years ago did I get assigned a real primary care doctor. Before that, I would always go to the walk-in clinics and stuff like that because I have a fear of doctors, so I never really wanted to feel committed anywhere. So 2 years ago, I'm going through a lot of health stuff. I finally get primary care doctor, and she was so amazing when it came down to dealing with my anxiety attacks that I was having at that time. Oh yeah, I am 42. But she was so great to me with like all my anxiety attacks that I was having, especially because she witnessed them hardcore every single time I would have to go see her. I had to go see her a couple of times just because of whatever I had going on at the time. It's just really insane. Like, I get white coat syndrome. Mine goes to a level that is just like unbelievably bananas. So I was like, listen, I was like, you see what's going on. I was like, can you please give me some Valium or something that will calm me down when I'm starting to freak the fuck out? So that's when she was like, yeah, no, I don't think that this is a Valium situation. I think that you should highly consider taking Lexapro, which is where the whole Lexapro thing started. So she was really helpful to me for an entire year. I would go, I would, speak with her, check in with her, whatever, and she was amazing. Then, towards the end of last year, or a whole year went by because she prescribed my meds out like a little bit further to cover the time that she wasn't going to be around. I guess she was like leaving the network or something of the sorts. I don't fucking know. But I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I finally go to a doctor and get committed here and like feel so safe with her because she like really helped me a ton. She fucking is leaving. What the flying fuck? This is bullshit. I was so mad. So the insurance company assigned me a new doctor. And the new doctor that they assigned to me is like a half an hour away from my house. The doctor I was seeing was 3 minutes from my house. I'm like, these motherfuckers. I was like, now you change my doctor. They're so fucking far away. I was so annoyed. But then I got my job. And my job, legit, is 2 minutes away from the new doctor's office. So I was like, oh shit, well, I've got to go and get my Lexapro. My prescription is running out from what my old doctor, pushed it out to be. So I had to go and see this doctor. And I was like, what are the odds that it lines up with legit my job? I was like, the universe knew. It was laying everything out for me, which I thought was kind of cool. Anyways, so I go in, I see this doctor for the first time, and I'm trying to explain to her, I was like, oh, this is all just what happened, and I'm just here because I need my script refilled. And she was like, oh, okay, well, since I've never seen you before, I think we should just do a regular physical and stuff. I was like, okay. So she wants to do an EKG and a blood test. I was like, doctor, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, I just went through all of this with you. How fucking nervous and uncomfortable all this makes me. And now I don't even have time to prepare. I was like, I feel a little fucking anxious right now. She sat there with me for a bit of time and, kind of talked me down. And she was like, it's going to be fine. So I was just like, whatever. In the end, I'm really proud of myself because my EKG was perfect. My blood test was perfect, aside from my vitamin D, which is like most of America or most of the people in my area. So I feel really happy. But I do have to go back in July to get another blood work because she prescribed me vitamin D to take. And I guess specifically because my mental health is so fucked up, she thought it was really important for me to just like execute everything to ensure, I stay in a very healthy mindset. So, it's alright. I'll take these things, whatever. So I have to go back in July for the blood test to see if my vitamin D levels balanced out. So from now until July, I want to stay as healthy as possible because I don't want to fail any of my tests or anything. And then, after July happens, then I won't think about it again until it's like, I guess I have to do this all over again. I mean, between you and I, the only time it's going to happen is when I have to go back to see her to get my script refilled. So it'll probably be a surprise on like what the fuck goes on in there. After everything was all said and done though, I will say it was probably best case scenario that she did do the blood test right then and she did do an EKG just then, because if she would have said, oh, I want you to come back. So, or have to go out and get these things, elsewhere. That's either 2 additional appointments in 2 different locations or something else at her office. So that potentially could have given me anxiety for a really long fucking time, and I was not really looking for that. So in the end, I think it did work out the way that it should have. Boom. I did also talk to her about smoking and doing mushrooms, and she didn't have a problem with either one of them. So I never feel bad for talking about it, because I did talk to my professional to ask the circumstances. A lot specifically, I'm super honest, because since I am on the Lexapro, and that has to do with your brain, bullshit, not being whatever the fuck. I don't even really know what it is. A screw is loose. That is all what it is. Mushrooms, with the mushrooms specifically, I didn't want to do anything that would fuck me up in any kind of way. So I'm always very honest with my doctors. All my doctors know that we're in the lifestyle. I do not hold anything back, because if I'm going to go there and I'm already scared out of my fucking mind, I'm just going to tell you all of it to ensure that I know what the fuck is going on. And boom, I feel really good about it. But being on the Lexapro doesn't make me freak out about all of these things. I think about them, but not like obsessively. And I say, okay, whatever, But again, I'm just explaining all of this to you guys so you understand the background of it all. And it's Mental Health Awareness Month, so I feel like I wouldn't be doing a good job if I didn't explain to you everything that's involved. People don't really understand. Spencer does not deal with any aspect of anxiety, or he is a unique individual, and he does not understand anxiety at all. And it's really hard to explain to somebody, that doesn't have it. And when you're out of that, it's kind of really hard to look back and be like, wow, that was fucked up. So I think overall it's just a really complicated thing for people to understand, because you can't quite see, physically. Well, I mean, there got to be a point where you could tell that I was physically fucked up. But in the beginning, you don't look, physically sick. So it's really hard to explain to somebody that you are not good, and them understand what is going on. So I try and share as much information as possible, because nobody should ever feel, alone or afraid to share the craziest of circumstances. There is somebody that will listen to you, I promise you that. And my DMs are always open, because I have gotten to some very dark places and some really insane things that I will always understand. It's really fucking weird and crazy. But I will also add in, every single time I've had like a major spiral, it's always been around a major sickness. The first time it ever happened is when I had COVID. I had never experienced COVID, like physically when I got sick with COVID, during the, it was, I don't know, it was in September. That's so weird. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, yeah, so the first time it happened is like when I was physically sick with COVID, like towards the tail end of the pandemic. And then another time when I was like deathly ill. I think it was the flu. That was the year I did have the flu. And then this year when I had flu A. So my doctor says that your anxiety spikes so much more at that time, and I guess it makes sense because you're already like run down or whatever. But it kind of made me feel a little bit better that it wasn't really anything that I was specifically doing, but whatever. So my doctor is really good. I like this new doctor too. I'm really happy that my insurance company changed me to her. even though it was really weird in the beginning. Or I was really mad, rather, I should say. Alright, we are almost hitting 30 minutes, so it's my time. Let's see, to hop off. And it's slow connection anyways. I have to understand why it's doing this. Alright, well, I am going to be jumping off in 2 seconds. So if you guys have any questions for me or topics you want to hear about, you can either comment them, or topics you can send me a message over if you don't want to put them in a public forum. So until next time, I'll talk to you super soon.